I want to take this opportunity to give gratitude to everyone who has taken a risk in pursuit of their passions by investing in themselves to join us on a RawBrahs retreat. I am very picky on the people I choose to surround myself with, and I feel so blessed by God to be able to co-create an environment where the foundation of our friendships is radical authenticity and intimacy. A context where we create connections based on acting how we feel rather than guessing how others want us to act in hopes of fitting in. A place where we put our reputations and images on the line and choose connection over perfection. A subculture where we feature our flaws and face our fears so we can lose and use our minds and connect to our hearts. An environment where crying is cool, and crying till you laugh or laughing till you cry is even cooler. A space where we speak before we think and strip away the power of man's judgments and surrender to something so much greater than our stories and our rational lies. A world where we don't have to make sense of our emotions and think our way around experiences, but rather choose to feel our way through life and get high on the fun comfortability of stepping into the wisdom of insecurity. A retreat where we take a step back to realize our stumbling blocks are actually stepping stones, our obstacles are opportunities, and to discover our greatest challenges are our greatest strengths. We just hit 25,000 fans on our Facebook page and almost 35,000 on YouTube. And just important as that is we continuously have people commit to joining us from around the world to expect anything and experience everything. Last retreat we had people from Alaska, London, Denmark, Switzerland, and even locals that just drove to be there. It's actually how I fell in love with my wife and back in love with my life. People ask where I grew up, and in reality, I'm growing faster than ever the last couple years by experiencing these events and paradoxically becoming more childlike through the process. I was fortunate enough for a girl from Denmark to completely commit and invest in herself by storing her stuff, borrowing money, and flying to America with a last-second visa to follow her intuition to join us in Albany, New York for a weekend retreat. A weekend in Albany of all places, LOL. Probably the least desirable location of any spot we've ever done, all the way from Denmark. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but the love God pours down on us doesn't need to make sense. We just need to be open to surrendering to it. Out of anyone we've ever met, she probably took the biggest risk, and I would like to think she got the biggest payoff. People are more connected than ever via social media sites, but as a whole have never been so lonely. We are living in a time of miracles where if someone a few millenniums back described the reality of today, they may have been sent off to an insane cave. The cultural conditioning from corporations training us to be sheeple has gotten sick and old, and people are stepping back into their greatness and going from victims to creators. This is something to celebrate. It's time to start using all the tools of today with an attitude of gratitude to truly connect and experience a love beyond anything imaginable. I love you and thank you.
It's your job to have fun. You're never gonna figure it all out. That's why God gave us a choice to have faith. The key is to have fun while you're figuring it out. Learn to love to learn. Whew. It's a requirement, did you hear that? A requirement that you have a lot of fun while you're trying to figure it all out. And to remember, people don't put puzzles together to see what they look like.